Here are 8 of my recent Satisfactory tips, tricks, and builds. Some are really useful and some absolutely shouldn't even exist. Watch them all and tell me which one is actually worth building. Did you know that you can make underground tunnels in Satisfactory using the quarter pipe concrete foundations from the Awesome Shop? Start with the basic quarter pipe foundations and place them together to form a smooth archway. From there you can build a full pipe tunnel by adding the inverted quarter pipes on top. Ceiling lights also make a huge difference in the tunnel, especially at night. You can clip them through the roof to keep the fixtures hidden and the lighting clean. Then add a light control panel, connect it, and dial in the color of your choice. Let me know below if you would use these in your builds. I'm thinking they would make for a great hypertube cannon. Stay tuned. Here are 3 build tips that instantly make Satisfactory easier. If your factory feels messy, these will help fix things. First, use manifolds. One center input belt feeding a line of machines with output belts merged together. The system fills unevenly but then runs perfectly and scales fast. Second, I build cold generators in pods of 8 with 3 water extractors and inject water at 2 points for stable flow. Finally, find hard drives in the world to eliminate screws with alternate recipes like stitched iron plates. I provide a full breakdown in the related video. This thing always shows up when I'm building something precise in Satisfactory. Every single time this bean decides this exact spot is now a pedestrian walkway. At this point I'm convinced it's intentional. I politely ask the bean to move but it always declines. So I decided to introduce it to applied science and pulse nobelisks. This proved effective and the bean was safely evacuated from the worksite. I note that no beans were harmed and Fix-It Safety has been notified. I built a massive hypertube cannon wrapped around the natural arch in the grasslands. The line twists off the top of the arch, weaves around the structure and then dives into an underground tunnel with 22 individual hypertube entrances feeding into the system. From there, the cannon runs beneath my factory floor before accelerating vertically and launching me straight into space. Unfortunately, leaving the planet violates Fix-It's planetary retention policy, so I am currently unable to return alive. This is the giant flying manta in Satisfactory, a majestic creature that exists purely to remind you how small you are and to casually clip through anything you create at altitude. Out of curiosity, I tried to remove it using 2 nuclear nobelisks. This had absolutely no effect. The manta remained calm, immortal, and deeply uninterested in my intentions. I'm fully expecting a warning from Fix-It about my actions here. Here's a quick way to build a perfect circular foundation in Satisfactory. Start by placing a single foundation in the center, then hit R to enable zoop mode and build 10 foundations straight out in one direction. Once that's placed, remove the original center foundation and place a hologram back in the middle. Hold left control to lock rotation, then use your mouse wheel to rotate the foundation 1 click to create a slide offset. From there, repeat the exact same 10 foundation zoop pattern until you form a circle. Once complete, you can fill the perimeter with walls and windows to create a clean, smooth cylinder building, ready for whatever massive factory build you have planned next. Here's a simple trick to help light up the outside of your buildings in Satisfactory. Wall-mounted floodlights are designed to attach to walls and to illuminate large spaces, but you can also use angled walls to change how they behave. Grab the tilted walls from the Awesome Shop and place a floodlight directly onto the center of one. Then use your mouse wheel to rotate the light upward and point it toward the building wall. Next, install a light control panel behind the wall and connect it to power to change the light color and intensity. Let me know below if this helps and if you would use it in your world. Did you know that you can use a simple blueprint to build amazing train spirals in Satisfactory? To start, create a center core that consists of a 1 meter foundation, followed by a 3 meter section of whatever foundation style you prefer. I personally like using the large concrete columns. Next, extend 2 half foundations outward from the core, then place a regular 1 meter foundation centered at the end, and then add a 1 meter ramp. From there, simply run your railway up using the center of those foundations as your guide, and you'll instantly see the spiral lock into a clean, natural curve. It's compact, perfectly aligned, and looks incredible once your trains start wrapping around it. Let me know below if this is something you'd use in your world, and stay tuned, because this pairs perfectly with underground concrete tunnels. If this helped you, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other great Satisfactory videos right here. See you on the next one.